Hello, this is Telomere and welcome to another repair video. In this video we are looking at this HP laptop. It is upside down. There you go. What's the issue with this creature? Well, let me show you. Just open it up. I'm going to put this to a wide angle lens. My desk is a mess, so I'm sorry. But it is what it is. I got a lot of stuff on the go. I got to plug this in first. Here we are. We have it plugged in. Just press the power button. This is all normal, but that's the message that keeps popping up. The system has detected that a cooling fan is not operating correctly. We're going to go and take a look at what's going on inside. I am betting that the fan is probably blown. So let's get this thing apart and unplug it. The battery's already been removed. It's actually my father's laptop. He's not the kindest to his technology. And I don't know. I don't think there's a single screw that needs to be taken out on this. Maybe I'm wrong. But this whole bit here looks like it comes out pretty easily. It's just a matter of figuring out how. I was fully expecting, like, there's always screws that need to come out. I see the ones at the corners, but it's only this corner, and I think maybe this corner up here that I'm guessing has probably a screw present. This bit here, it looks like it wants to come out. Like you can see along here, there's only one screw present that would have been there, and it's not there. This isn't needed. I can get rid of this nonsense. Mostly I took that off because I wanted to see if there's a screw underneath. If I pull that, no. How about this? Aha! Okay then. So this is giving me access to a lot of stuff. You feel that? Like, look at that. The fan was jammed right there. It's jamming. The fan is jamming. There's something going on. I can actually take this fan apart to take a look on the inside. Let's get a bigger bit. But that fan is jamming. You see that right there? It's jammed. Then I can get it going again. And then it's jammed again. So I gotta figure out what's going on. I was fully expecting that it'd be completely seized up, but it wasn't. So we do have a bit of a carpet going on underneath there. Are these screws gonna come out? No? Okay, I'll leave it for now and just unplug this. Put it to the side just for the moment. I want to get that fluff out of there. I'm just gonna use a toothbrush. Yeah, I'm not going any further. I'm gonna grab a vacuum. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this toothbrush, I'm gonna put the vacuum right here, and then I'm gonna flick up. Now, I'm gonna say this in advance, this vacuum I'm using is not an anti-static vacuum, it's just a regular shop vac. So you should use an anti-static vacuum. You really should. I don't have one. I'm working what I've got, and I'm just gonna have to deal with what I have. Let's get this started. That didn't take long. There isn't really any dust on the fan itself. It's pretty low on the mount there. I'm not gonna worry about it for now. There's a few screws I'm gonna have to take out. It's just those 4. Let's see what's causing this thing to jam. It's a possibility in the end that I might need to just fully straight up replace the fan. If that's the case, so be it. Oh, are those 2 screws different, or is it just me? No, they're the same screw. Okay. Never know with computers. Or electronics in general. Alright, that's good. A little bit of dust in here. So this... Huh. That might have been it. Single blade that was broken. No, it's still jamming. The fan is cracked. The fan itself has a crack in it. It was right at that blade. This blade, right along here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll see if I can zoom in. You see that crack? Right along there. I don't know if this is going to be salvageable. So I'm going to start off with just trying to take it out. Try to remove the fan. There we go. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. It's just that one blade missing. I'm going to dust this out some over my garbage. So, one blade broken. And the fan housing, not the fan housing, the fan itself has a crack in it. Right there. Can I do anything about it? I don't know. The center looks like it's slightly melted. You guys see that? I'm going to zoom in again. You see right there, there's a little blob of plastic right there. I think that it spun when it cracked, and then it melted back in place after. So what can I do about that? I'm going to start off first with this trying to chisel out a bit of that melted plastic, because that might be what it's catching on still. And after I chisel out this melted plastic, I'm going to see whether or not it's still solid. Best case, I should say, the thing that should be done with something like this, actually that might have been grease, not burnt plastic. Yeah, it is grease. Okay. In the case like this where you've got something that's broken, the best thing to do is not to just put it back in, but to buy a replacement. It's an older laptop. The likelihood of me being able to find this part, I'd say at a cheap, like reasonable price, it's pretty low. So the real question is it going to jam again? Is it working currently? It seems to be okay. Probably going to be slightly off balance. But it is bouncing quite nicely. You see that bounce? That bounce is important. I've got to zoom back out. The bounce is very important. It shows that the fan is still healthy. That crack, though, is making me nervous. Will it expand? I think probably something got jammed in there. That's my guess. I'm going to put a little bit of Gorilla Glue. In there. This goes over top like that. How did this even happen? I'm going to take the fan back out just in case. Not going to be the best solution, but I'm going to smoosh this over with my finger. Not the best solution because I'm going to have to clean my finger afterwards. There we go. No idea if that's going to work. But in the consideration to what's happened with this fan being broken as it is, it's not a terrible idea. Now this should cure fully in about 24 hours, but in about 1 to 2 hours it'll set pretty darn well. Oh, it seeped in the bottom. Oh no. Don't want that. I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, I smeared it out of the way. So I think it should be okay. I was also a little bit concerned that maybe there was something wrong with the internal, like this little magnet, but I don't see a crack, which is very encouraging to see. No crack at all. If that magnet inside there had been cracked, that would be the end of the fan. I would need to replace it regardless, no matter what it is. I'd have to go on that search. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, if it dies after about a month, which would really suck, but if it did, not the biggest deal in the world. It's my father's. I can get it back from him quickly, order a fan from him, but at the moment, just looking at, like, this is an old laptop. I'm going to repeat that. It's an old laptop. It is what it is. Is there any other blades that are broken? I don't feel any other ones that are broken. It seems like it's pretty solid beyond that. Okay. I'll let it dry. Let's get back to it once that's gotten to that point. It's been drying overnight. It's no longer tacky at all. It still spins quite freely. Hopefully this is enough. I have lost one of the screws. I do not know where it's gone. I heard it bang off something and fall down. My shelves are busy. So I think the best place to put the the screws are in the back, because this section right here is pressed down, so it should be okay. So I'm just going to put those screws right here in the edges, and it should be okay, because this is the area that is more likely to be pushed up. And finally, one last one. There we are. Now then, back to the laptop. Plug it back in. Just like that. Great. That's secured down, good and solid. That's not going anywhere. Even this side, it seems to be pretty well situated down. I'm gutted that that screw is missing, but it is what it is. It's solid enough, and that's what's important. It will, if I pull at it, come up a little bit, but all that really matters is that it's not obstructing the fan. I'm not going to put this on just yet, actually. Come to think of it, I would be better off. I still don't know how that would have happened. How would something... There must have been like a needle or some sort of piece of metal must have stuck, or maybe a toothpick must have stuck in through there. Let's get this plugged in, and I just want to turn it on just to show for testing. It's not operating correctly still. It should be. Yeah, there we go. It has a little bit of a sound to it. Can you hear it? Kind of like a shutter. Oh, it turned off. Let's try that again. I might have to replace the fan regardless. There we go. It's working now. The fan's not on right now, though. Oh, there we go. Now it's on. Hear that sound? It's not a normal sound for a fan. It's kind of slightly off balance. Just snap this back in place. And lock it. Here we are, it's working. Let's just zoom out a little bit. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's definitely an older laptop. If I just go over to performance, you can see a little bit about what it's all about. Let me just pull it down so you guys can see. i5. That's a second gen i5 right there. That's an oldie. And it seems to be working. It booted up really fast, which makes me suspect that it's probably a solid state drive that's been installed. There it is right there. SATA SSD. That's why it booted up so quick. And that's all there is to this video. Pretty straightforward fix. Found out the issue immediately, being one of the blades for the fan was busted. And I think for the most part, like I can feel air coming out of the fan, out of the laptop. So it's very encouraging. It should work just fine, at least for now. If a year or two or now down the road it does go bust on him again, I'm going to tell him to upgrade his laptop because this thing's old. So if you guys like the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe. We'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.